3, 2, 1.
What's up, Net Soldiers? I'm Ned Alliance, and today I'm bringing you Chapter 2 of What If Order 66 Failed. So to better understand what's going on in this video, I definitely recommend checking out Chapter 1. There'll be a link on the top of the screen and in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe for more Star Wars content. But without further ado, let's begin. We are 20 hours from the target. Control yourself, Luke. An older Anakin Skywalker commanded his son. As Luke and Leia sparred with their training sabers, you don't want to let your anger control you. Luke took a moment to regain his breath. Yeah, I know, Dad. Well, if you know, why are you doing it? Dad, Luke said, I got this, okay? Anakin chose to go silent, for he wanted to prove a point to his son. For after all, what would Anakin know anything about dueling? Besides the fact that he was one of the greatest warriors to ever live, of course. Still, he remained silent and let his son's anger get the best of him. And Leia managed to take her brother down easily.
Ha! I win again.
Leia said, high-fiving her father. Hey, that wasn't fair. She cheated. We said no cheap shots. Anakin then stepped in. Luke, on the battlefield, cheap shots don't exist. You live or you die. It's up to you to decide which path you'll take, much like whether you'll choose the path of the light or the dark. You can't let your anger control you. It's not good. Trust me on that. Luke took his father's words of wisdom and placed his lightsaber hilt on his belt, just as Padme came to meet them.
How is training going?
Anakin kissed his beautiful wife. Great, as always, hon. Leia hugged her mother.
No, Luke's just being a baby.
Luke scowled at his sister as she ran towards the house. That's it, you're done, he claimed, chasing behind her. Anakin and Padme had a quick chuckle as their children ran for the house. Anakin then turned towards his wife. She clearly had something on her mind. What's wrong, Padme?
I've been called to Coruscant.
What? Anakin questioned. Why?
I don't know, Anakin. Chancellor Organa has called an emergency assembly.
She stated.
You know how the senator life works.
Anakin wasn't too pleased to see his wife leave all the time. He knew she was the senator of Naboo, but coming in less than a year, she could finally retire. And then, she wouldn't have to leave anymore. Anakin's only means of existence is keeping his family safe, and without them, life would be without purpose. So, when do you leave?
I head out in an hour. Like I said, it's urgent.
An hour passes and Anakin, Luke, and Leia see their mother off.
I love you all so much.
Padme said, kissing her children on their foreheads. Then, she kissed her husband on the lips one last time.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be back soon.
She walked up the shuttle's ramp and took one last look at her beautiful family. Then, moments later, her shuttle took off into the sunset. Later that night, Anakin woke up in the Jedi Academy on Coruscant. He didn't know how he got there, but he could feel a dark presence. It was then people began screaming and running in fear. Anakin ran to a nearby balcony overlooking the Coruscant skyline. Humongous flames began to sweep over the massive buildings as he looked to the right to see Padme. She was only a few feet away from him. Padme? She looked at him, tears flooding her eyes.
Anakin?
Padme, Anakin said, running towards her. Anakin came within a few feet from her as a wall of power consumed them both. Padme! It was then Anakin woke up, and he realized it was all just a nightmare. He stood from his bed and headed out his bedroom door. Anakin then walked outside his villa and made his way through the forest, coming across the entrance of a cave. He entered and made his way to a nearby rock. What troubles you, my son? A voice said from the cave. Anakin sat on a rock and closed his eyes. I don't really know, Master. I just have this strange feeling, like the Force is trying to tell me something. If the Force speaks, all you must do is listen. I'm trying, Master, Anakin said, adjusting his position on the rock. I've been following your advice ever since we reconnected years ago. I believe in the living Force, but this feels different. The voice spoke again. This feeling you have, Anakin. Do you fear it? I don't fear it, Anakin said, shaking his head, but it's something I feel that should be acknowledged. Then meditate on your feelings, Anakin, the voice instructed. If the Force is truly speaking to you, and it isn't just in your mind, then you must focus your senses. Believing in the living Force can mean the difference between life and death. Anakin stood to his feet and bowed to the voice. I'll do more meditating on this. Hopefully I can figure out if this is just a feeling or something more. Very well. Until next time, Anakin. May the Force be with you. Anakin turned his head back towards the voice as he made his way out of the cave. Thank you, Master. And may the Force be with you too, Qui-Gon. But that's it for chapter 2. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for chapter 3. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.